Ah, well done, well done. I expected no less of Joshua, but Miss is really good as well. You, enough of your stupid messing around. Now, there's no need to be so angry. Anyway, it's time for a fool whose act is done to exit stage right. What? Well then, you two. Let's meet again soon. Is it gone? That's just a little to escape tricky nose. Don't worry about it. More importantly... Hey! You sure I came this way? You didn't hear any sounds, idiot? No doubt about it. So we have to hurry. Lock the door. I'll get a ship launched. Got it. Activation key recognised. Confirmation code entered. And we can go. Huh? I'm opening the hatch with our remote control. We'll be launching immediately, so take a seat. It's them! Fire! Don't let them escape! We're falling! It's fine, we'll correct shortly. There we go. Everything will just fly away. Hell with that. Sort of airships, we're going after them. Well, it's the radar, isn't it? There's 3 lights getting closer, I think. Pursuers. We'll need to evade them somehow. Joshua, you know how to fly an airship? Basics, at least. Ships are now in the armaments, however. It isn't the best situation for us to be in. Wait, why'd you go for a ship with no weapons? She was undergoing maintenance to a security lighter. It was an emergency, so I didn't have time to be picky. You don't mean the fact I was caught in the glorious? Enough, we're going to be flying rough, so hang on to something. Is it going to be the Sky Pirates, or is it going to be the Arcee which comes to our rescue? I'm going to say Arcee. I'm liking this air fight combat. Oh, this is bad. These guys chasing us seem pretty good. The pilots have been put through one of society's piloting focusing enhancement programs. They're very good at adapting to the unusual, but more of a common task like chasing down a ship. They're very good. They're bad at adapting though. They're giving you some kind of accident. Are we hit? No, that wasn't our ship. Capulas! That's no way. The Bobcat, but why? Joshua! Joshua, you're on my ship, right? That voice. Yes, it's me. What are you guys doing here? Thought you'd be out of Liberl by now. My brothers got all worried about you might turn into a problem. You've been shedding that flying whale for a while. Really? There was one begging us to follow Joshua looking all worked up and ready to faint. Kyle! Enough of you two. Besides, you have a little payback to give a society ourselves. Before we can stick around here until we sort ourselves out of the debts. Thank you, you saved me. You bet. You better be grateful. We had an eye on you for a while. We noticed you weren't flying back. Some kind of problem? I had to take a ship into armaments. proving to be a bit of an issue. I can imagine. What do we do then? Right then, we'll split them in two. You probably lose one, right? One, no problem. It's a plan. Blessing of Adas, we'll be with you. Take care, you hear me? Ah, Gisette, you wonderful, wonderful, wonderful girl. Estelle, is anything on radar? Nope, all the lights are out, looks like. Seems like we completely lost them. Good. I gotta say, I was surprised by the bandits, so kind of okay. Never quite sure about the blue to save us. Maybe a bit too hard on them. It's true. I saw us as two parties bound to a contract. But I suppose relationships between people aren't that simple. What's this all of a sudden? Put two people together and maybe we'll fight, maybe we'll be friends. All kind of stuff can happen. That's just how people act, you know. How people act was never very clear in the world I lived. Oh. Kill or be killed. Take or be taken from. Till I met you, my life was an endless cycle of such simplicity. You had some good times with Lo and your sister, right? Lo told you about, did he? It's true I have those memories, but I feel like someone else's. After my heart was shattered, my memories of Hamel were no longer my own. I think it's because I gave up on being a human and chose to become a puppet. I do clearly remember my sister's death. She and I were attacked by a man lying in wait for stragglers. A man spotted me away and forced my sister to the ground. At the time I was too young to know what he probably meant to do. All I knew was he was hurting my sister and I had a bad feeling, so I grabbed onto a man's back. I ended up getting crushed and thrown off immediately. Somehow though I managed to get my hands on the gun. Thinking about it, I wonder, do I have a talent for killing people even then? Never even been taught how, but still remove with safety and pull the trigger. Man fell over, spewing blood from his mouth, looking confused. In that moment I finally realised I'd shot a man. He wasn't quite dead. He jumped up, combat knife out, screaming, gurgling incoherently. I curled up, closed my eyes, and I was being attacked by a wild animal. There was no impact. I was embraced by something soft. When I opened my eyes, there was my sister. Gently smiling at me. The man had collapsed at some point, and Lo was standing there, dumbstruck with horror. My sister, cradled by Lo, gave me a harmonica. And then she closed her eyes. I remember every detail, you see. Even talking about it like this doesn't make me feel sad. It's just like tugging at my heart, like reading a stranger's diary. Same true in my time with you. I do think I was changed a little by touching your warmth. I learned happiness and joy of you and finally came to think of you as someone dear. But somewhere it felt like it was all distant. I suspect that's what my real self was feeling. The empty void of a broken puppet that is Joshua Stray. This is goodbye, Estelle. Do not chase after me anymore. I was a little happy to see you one last time, but even so, we shouldn't be together. Being with someone like me will never be good for you. And to be frank, you'll only be a burden to me. So, you're a terrible liar, you know that? What? Listen, I've seen and heard a lot since you left. And now I think I understand. I understand the reason why you left. The real reason is one you haven't even admitted to yourself. You can't bear to be with me because your heart's broken? You feel like being with me is someone else's story we can never have? And come on, I'll be a bad influence on you. Or you'll hold me back. What? It's a bunch of lies, every single one of them. That's the last one. They aren't lies. No, Joshua, really, listen. I understand now, you're really scared. You think it's your fault your sister died, and you never forgive yourself if something happened to me. That's why you ran away from me that night. Everything else was pinned on afterwards. That's ridiculous. Weissman's conditioning left me incapable of feeling fear. He took away my ability to feel it so that I wouldn't hesitate during an operation. You're a little off target, I'm afraid. No, darling, I'm not talking about something superficial. Joshua, you said you can't help but feel like your sister's death happened because of someone else, right? You know what that is? Of course, because I'm a broken wreck of a human being. No, wrongo. We aren't letting self-pitying out getting away here. Joshua, you just don't want to remember how awful it was when your sister died. You blame yourself for it. You've consciously been thinking of someone else's problem to get away from it. A lot of people do that. I'm like, shit. Don't tell me you weren't afraid there. I mean, it was a lot of work just to sneak on board, right? But you didn't even hesitate to help me escape. It's almost as if you were trying to get me away from danger as fast as you possibly could. Danger you're afraid of. You aren't a broken wreck, Joshua. You're just scared, mostly because you care for people so much it breaks your heart. And you're lying to yourself about it. That's how I see it, and I know I'm right. I can't. Why can you? Have you forgotten, Buster? I'm the world's #1 Joshua watcher. Now I know all about your past too. I'm big as a fox and Joshua astray in the world. I know more than Wiseman or Lowe even. Joshua scared and honest. Joshua lying and Joshua honest. My beloved Joshua, I finally found you, Joshua. I finally reached you. Stop. But I need to say this. I just don't want to be one more person you feel like you have to protect. As long as I'm a bracer, I can't stay away from danger. It's not going to change even if you leave again, Joshua. What I have to do to be who I am. And so, even so, Joshua, let's make a promise. A promise? Let's go forward together from now on and protect each other equally. I'm strong enough to be able to cover your back now, Joshua. If you're on my side, there's nothing I can't beat. No matter what kind of crazy nonsense society throws at me, I won't die. So you don't need to be afraid of me anymore, either. I promise. Estelle, Why? How? You haven't been able to cry since Karen died. I've never even shed tears and laughed, but now... It's okay. No one's looking. Cry as long as you want. And I'll just hold you like this. That was a little embarrassing. No kidding. Oh, right. Here, let me return this. Oh. Seriously, Joshua. This is your only memento of Karen, right? You shouldn't just fob this off at others without thinking, buddy. It's a bit thoughtless of me, wasn't it? I was kind of wondering, what kind of person was she? What kind of person? She was friendly to everyone she met. Almost kind to almost a fault, if she had dignity born of humility. She and Lolo back then, were perfect together. I was a little jealous of them as a child. Friendly, kind and dignified. She kind of like Chloe then. It's a good comparison actually, thinking about it. Karen didn't look like Chloe, she had up my eyes and hair, but was similar in spirit. Estelle? Oh, nothing. Speaking of Chloe, you realise you worried her and everyone else is sick too, right? I have some serious grovelling to do when we get back. Estelle, I'd say something like, oh, I don't have a right to go back. I'm just going to drag you back by your hair, okay? Sure, you're a wise man's spy, but you didn't even know it, right? When helping bandits get their ship back was done to try and stop the society, right? If you actually tell Dad about the society's plans, that'll make it even. That's what we call a plea bargain, right? That's not quite how a plea bargain works. Besides, if you want to stop the society, you can't go back on the ship, can you? In that case, the only option is to work with us, Buster. If you hadn't been abducted, I could have destroyed the Glorious as I originally planned. Yeah, sorry. Wait, I don't know how you can say destroy the Glorious so easily. I know societies we're talking about. Are you going to kill them all? It'll take nothing less to stop the Wiseman and Lowe. And even then, there's a decent chance of survive the destruction of the Glorious. No, actually, I think it's best to have got caught. You're going to do something completely crazy, Joshua. You're always Estelle's being all cute and naive again, aren't you? No, not at all. It's just that you've matured a lot as a person while we've been apart. But ultimately, it's still Estelle. That makes me happier than I thought possible. Oh, come on, Estelle. I hope just Joshua's smile still make my heart race. It's because it's been a while, isn't it? Still gets me right there. Estelle? Hey, you got along pretty well with that tomboy, right? Oh, you mean Gisette? Well, first we had our differences, but even so, You came to understand it to her pretty well by the end. Did you kiss her? What? Question. Answer. Give. Right. Of course it didn't. Our relationship wasn't like that. Oh, good. Then. Can I request a do-over that night? A do-over? Oh. First kiss is really important to a girl, you know. And it was your first... It was all your fault that mine got wasted. You gotta take responsibility, mister. Hey, Joshua! That's a bobcat, isn't it? The tomboy. Ah, heck, you got away too. I was hoping to stay caught. Maybe I should have thrown you out of them as a distraction. But I don't think I'd like grimy tomboys. Come on, Gisette, don't start a fight. You won't object to a brief truce, I hope, Miss Bracer? Well, you guys did save us back there, after all. Thank you, really. We wouldn't have made it without you. There's no need to thank us. Don't remember saving you. So just keep your thanks to yourself, okay? Okay, one of you is getting dragged off to prison after all, it looks like. That aside, Astray, what's your plans now? We came to ask again if you wanted to come with us, but... I mean, it looks like we don't even need to ask her. Yes, forgive me. I'm not really certain how things will go from here. Right now, I'll be travelling with Estelle. I see. Ah, whatever. At least there's still a chance. Joshua, remember. You get tired of Miss Airhead over there? Come back to us. You'll always have a place on a bobcat, okay? Walk over here and call me an airhead one more time, you greasy tomboy. Thanks, Gisette. Don, Kyle, I owe you so much. That's our line. Good luck and stay safe. Hopefully we'll meet again someday. Sometimes you can really see how this game was built for a 4:3 monitor, 4:3 screen rather than a wide screen. Estelle, what is it? You do understand the enemies we've made and how overwhelmingly powerful. You have captured primarily as bait to lure me out, I suspect. That way the Glorious wouldn't be destroyed in Wiseman's absence. Oh. And to be honest, Lowe probably could have saved his ship after kicking our bodies into the sea. Very sure the reason he didn't was out of pity. Pity about how weak I was, I mean. All the reinforcements we have same, in terms of pure power, they're all masters far stronger than me. Even then, you've picked what will probably be the hardest fight of our lives. Yeah. But I do promise, if I'm supposed to ever run from reality again, I will walk with you until the very end. Joshua, I promise too, to the very end. And that's how it feels like a chapter end to me. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I'll probably split this one into 2 episodes again as well. As I know I have. I don't know where it's going to split, but thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day. And save. Bye bye.